Get ready to change the world, one blockchain at a time, with George Levy, your single source of truth for blockchain, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency.
Hey blockchain visionaries, it's George Levy. I am right now in traffic and I wanted to record a quick video to talk about something that normally I don't talk about, which is do not trust, always verify. The key thing I want to point out to you is that one of the biggest lessons that I learned about blockchain, I learned while installing a full node for Bitcoin. If you're not familiar with what a full node is when you actually have a full copy of the Bitcoin blockchain and you run a node, that is a device, in this case would be my computer, that actually verifies transactions. I'm basically part of the Bitcoin network, and the role of my full node is to help secure the network. That's every single transaction that goes onto the Bitcoin network, it goes to the nearest node, and then that node would actually verify and validate that transaction. If it's valid, it passes it on to the next block. To the next node. Otherwise, it rejects it. You see, my node at home would be validating transactions as they go through my computer. Now, the interesting thing about it all is that in order for you to run a full node, you have to download the full copy of the Bitcoin blockchain. At the time when I ran my first node, the Bitcoin blockchain was less than 100 gigabytes in size. Today, it's over 300 gigabytes in size, but the lesson still applies. When you first download the full blockchain, you don't just download a file. That is, it's not like my computer just downloaded 100 gigabytes, for example, of blockchain data. In fact, what it does is it downloads it, but it verifies each and every single block that it downloads. So you see, it doesn't trust that she's going to get the actual, and I mean she, meaning my node, is going to get the valid full version of the blockchain. No, it actually doesn't trust the network. So when I actually ran my full node, my first download, and to be able to actually get the speed to actually have the most full copy of the Bitcoin blockchain, took me over a week. I actually had to wait as it downloaded the data, but it validated. It had to verify each and every single block to make sure that nobody was trying to trick the system. It verified each and every one of them. So you see, in blockchain, every single transaction leads you all the way back to the first transaction ever. So when you're thinking about Bitcoin, every time you have a new block in Bitcoin, that block is tied using cryptography to the previous block, which leads you to the previous block. And everything leads you all the way back to the Genesis block, which is block 0, the first block ever. So what I want to point out to you in this whole lesson is that the biggest lesson that I got from blockchain, and I learned by actually downloading and creating my full node in Bitcoin, was that in the process of downloading the blockchain, my full node had to verify each and every single block as it downloaded it to make sure that it had the real version of the blockchain, and the entire network agreed that that was the correct version of the blockchain. So the big lesson out of this is do not trust, always verify.
I hope you enjoyed this video and that you learned something in the process. I bring you brand new videos every single week, so make sure to subscribe to this channel. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, I'm George Levy. We're changing the world, one blockchain at a time. See you next time.